Welcome back to the Essentially You podcast, all about reinventing your health with safer, cheaper, more effective natural solutions and powerful lifestyle changes so that you become the CEO of your health. I am your host, Dr. Mariza Snyder. Happy Thanksgiving weekend and happy holidays. Earlier this month, my husband Alex and I hosted a Friendsgiving dinner at our house in San Diego, California for some of our dearest friends. And our theme was celebrating gratitude. Now, before dinner was served, we all sat down right in front of the fireplace and we each took a moment to reflect on this year through a series of questions. And then we asked ourselves an important question for 2020. So I thought I would share those questions with you today, the day after Thanksgiving, because I know it is a time for reflection. And I thought, what if these questions open up a big world for you? Now, the first 4 questions allowed each of us to take a moment and reflect on the year that we had experienced. Here are those 4 questions. Number 1, what are 3 things you are most grateful for in 2019? Next, what was your biggest win for 2019? Next was what lit your soul on fire in 2019? And lastly, what was your biggest lesson in 2019? Once we answered those questions and took a moment to reflect on this incredible year, we then asked ourselves one last question. And it was designed to set an intention for an amazing 2020. And here was the question. What do you want more of in 2020? What do you want more of? More love, more joy, more energy, more abundance, whatever that looks like. More avocados. You can get pretty creative with this. And I hope that by sharing these questions with you, it gives you an opportunity to reflect back on this wonderful year and also to set a tone for an amazing new decade to come. Since today is a big shopping and family day, I decided to re-release an episode that is near and dear to my heart. This is episode number 21, and I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, mainly because this area of my life eluded me for so many years, and then I finally figured it out. The topic today is, this one simple ritual made me instantly happy. Now, I want to start with this profound quote by Jim Rohn. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. And yet we are struggling with happiness in our culture. An epidemic has descended upon us. Not a physical epidemic this time. It's unhappiness. More than 50% of Americans are unhappy at work, and our general life satisfaction is even worse. A mere 1/3 of people describe themselves as very happy. That means most of us, approximately 70% of us, are unhappy. So how about you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 feeling completely miserable and 10 feeling ecstatic, how would you rate yourself on the happiness scale? Maybe a 6? Maybe an 8? Definitely take a moment and think about it. And then I'm hoping that the rituals that I bring to you today are going to help to move the needle up 1 or 2 more. Now, it's really in our best interest, both mentally and physically, to make the effort to feel happier. Research indicates that happy people are more successful, have more resilience and better coping skills, catch fewer colds, and have a reduced risk of chronic disease such as cancer and heart disease. Fortunately, happiness is like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. And happiness doesn't strike us by luck. People who seem to always be happy make a conscious decision to be happy regardless of the circumstances. Remember, we always have a choice on how we feel based on whatever is happening in our life. Now, I'm sure that you can think of half a dozen things that you could do today to improve your physical health, like drink more lemon water, work out, or even have a green smoothie. But have you considered what you could be doing to cultivate sustainable happiness? I encourage you to ponder this and approach happiness every day with intention. This is why I'm excited to share with you the one daily ritual that I do each day to create happiness within me. And yes, that ritual involves essential oils because they are awesome and effective at giving you a little extra happiness boost. And I may have an extra bonus ritual for you to try. But before I share with you my happiness rituals, I want to explore a bit more about happiness and what it means. In a nutshell, there's no magic bullet for happiness, but I have a feeling that you know that by now. Happiness is truly an inside job. I personally believe that happiness should be something that comes from within and doesn't need an external source to be activated. It took me a long time to realize that happiness is an inside job. I was always somebody who thought I needed to reach a certain standard of living and financial freedom in order to be, or rather allow myself to be happy. I pursued happiness as if it were the result of a certain event, the consequence of certain behaviors, or the sum of multiple accomplishments. Except when I reached those new goals or acquired that new accomplishment or new car or whatever it was, I didn't experience more happiness. It all just felt the same. It all felt pretty empty. So big house plus fancy car plus dream job plus beautiful family does not equal happiness. Take note of this the next time you find yourself thinking about how to make yourself truly happy. I have also learned that happiness needs no reason. It just is. Take a moment to think about all the many blessings you have in your life. Schedule it into your calendar if you need to, because that's what I do. I focus on the things that I am grateful for. Having a roof over my head, a warm bed and blanket. Actually, I have a blanket on right now as I'm recording this podcast episode. Water to drink, loving relationships, sunshine. There's just so much to be grateful for. And spend time every day doing something that brings you happiness. Even if it's something as simple as sitting outside with your favorite cup of matcha tea, let the positive feelings wash over you. What makes me happy today is really living in the moment, looking around and being grateful for everything that I have. I live in a beautiful town by the ocean. I'm able to wake up every morning and just tune into this happiness ritual that I'm excited to share with you. I found a man that loves me unconditionally with all of my flaws and who supports every ridiculous and crazy idea that I have for our life and our business. And let me tell you, I have a lot of ideas that I bring to the table on a week-to-week basis. I have a family who loves me. I have amazing friends, and I get to see the sunset every evening from my living room. So look inside you and find what makes you truly happy. Look around and be grateful for the little things that light up your day and embrace every moment that you are allowed to spend on this beautiful planet with the people that you love. For me, that's what happiness is all about. And it took me many years to finally figure this out. Before I jump into the one ritual that creates instant happiness every day, I want to let you know that I'm actually going to share two rituals. As I was writing up this episode, I realized that I had another transformational ritual that I thought you would really enjoy. Plus, two happiness rituals are better than one. I'm also going to share with you my go-to essential oil blends that I use with these rituals because they really enhance the experience. And here's why. Our sense of smell is directly connected to the way we experience the world around us. Aroma has a way of elevating our experiences and connecting into our memory and emotions. Imagine walking into your grandma's and your mom's kitchen during the holidays and smelling her famous apple cider with clove, cinnamon, and other delicious spices. That aromatic combination triggers nostalgic feelings and joyful memories of growing up. So when I open a bottle of wild orange essential oil, which is one of my absolute favorite essential oils, and I'll be honest with you, I use that oil every single day, and I've been doing it for years. When I open up this bottle of wild orange oil, I'm always taken aback to the orange groves near my family's home in Southern California. Wild orange elicits feelings of happiness, calm, and abundance each time I open the bottle and breathe in those beautiful aromatic constituents. Of the five senses that we experience, our sense of smell is the most powerful and influential due to its direct connection to the limbic brain. Our sense of smell can detect thousands of odor varieties and elicit infinitesimal emotional responses. Recent research has discovered that our sense of smell is directly linked to our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Now, scent is an amazingly powerful tool that we can use to influence our well-being in a multitude of ways. Since the 1990s, there has been convincing research demonstrating that simply breathing in an essential oil aroma is effective for calming anxious feelings in a multitude of environmental settings. The olfactory receptors located in the upper nasal cavity make direct connections with the limbic system of the brain, an area of the brain that regulates the body emotional response and our hormones as well. This intrinsic connection between aroma and emotion become obvious in our daily life as certain aromas trigger memories or specific feelings. Some odors directly impact mood, such as they can create calming, energizing, motivating, uplifting, while others trigger specific memories that are tied to specific strong emotions. Kind of like that experience during the holidays when you smell something that just reminds you of growing up in that happy place that you love. So, due to the direct link, as I mentioned before, we really can create a lot of abundance by using essential oils. And who doesn't want a little extra burst of joy to support your happiness when it comes to creating these really beautiful rituals? I know I do. Essential oils bring me so much joy, and they are truly your best friend when it comes to emotional well-being. For me, I carry my essential oils with me everywhere I go, and I have a lot of essential oils that literally elicit different moods, however I want to feel. Maybe I want to feel more calming. Maybe I want to feel more uplifted or motivated. And I really do feel like I can kind of just pick an oil and choose my mood based on that oil. And that's what excites me so much about the use of aromatherapy for emotional well-being. So now I want to jump into my two rituals. The first ritual, which is the one I had always planned to share with you, is gratitude journaling. I actually spend about 10 minutes each morning being consciously happy by gratitude journaling. Now, take a moment to write what you are grateful for in life is arguably one of the most important rituals that you can do each day. It is a great way to start your day because it's really difficult to be mad or dissatisfied when you start your day with gratitude for all of the beauty that you have in your life. And this is a ritual that I've actually been doing for over a decade. And I can't imagine starting my life without this ritual every single day. It sets the tone for the day that I want to have. It sets the tone for the life that I want to live. Now, this is really about personal growth as far as I'm concerned. It's making positive daily change and contributing to your self-care first thing in the morning. And as I mentioned before, it only takes 5 to 10 minutes. And all you really need is a notebook or a journal, a pen, and your favorite essential oil blend. Now, I do have an essential oil blend that I love to use when I do my gratitude journaling every single day. I actually have this blend made up for my diffuser. I sit right next to that window with the ocean view. I've got my diffuser running and I've got my journal all cozied up on the couch. It is a part of my favorite ritual. So I'm going to share with you my abundance blend. And this blend awakens the mind. It allows you to hack into your happy chemicals to get you centered to start your day on the right foot. This abundance blend is 2 drops of frankincense. And we know that frankincense is so profound at helping to calm the mind, helping you to activate, and it's so great for meditation as well. 2 drops of wild orange, although I'm pretty sure you are not surprised that that oil is in this blend. You can even do 2 to 3 drops of wild orange, totally up to you. Really kind of play with it. And then 1 drop of peppermint, because I love the way that peppermint just opens up airways and just gives me that little extra instant energy boost. So how to use the abundance blend, just in case you wanted to know, is you can put it in the diffuser or you can pre-make this blend. So I oftentimes pre-make it in a little roller. So I'll do 20 drops of frankincense, 20 drops of wild orange, and 10 drops of peppermint. Top it off with fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, whatever preferred carrier oil that you have. mix it up and then just apply it to my palms and to my wrist, rub my hands together like this, and then take a deep, deep belly breath. Actually, 2 to 3 deep belly breaths is always a great way to start the day as well. So you just cup your hands over your nose, breathe in, hold it, and then breathe out. And again, all of those aromatic constituents are going to straight head to the limbic brain and start to create some amazing abundance magic. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I had been doing this ritual for over a decade or so now, and I have used a very specific journal called Speed Dial the Universe. And this journal has been, I would say, the biggest reason that I've had some of the most incredible transformations of my life. The way that this journal is set up is actually you just write in the spaces. It first starts with you being grateful for everything. Then you get to pick the dominant emotion that you want to feel that day. Next, you write down your 5 big rocks, so the 5 big things that you want to accomplish. And then you get to start to manifest the life that you want to live. That always fills me with excitement and joy for what's to come. So basically, you ask the universe or God for the things that you want. And then on the second page, you get to write out your ideal day. You get to create a wild hair intention for the day. And then you make a commitment to yourself. You actually sign the journal. So it's 2 pages. It takes me, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes to do. And it's so powerful. And I'm actually going to link the journal, so how to get it, where to get it, in the show notes. This is going to be episode 21. So you're just going to have to go to drmariza.com, episode 21, and there you go. You'll be able to grab that in the show notes. All right. So the second ritual I want to share with you is really designed to do at night, right before you go to bed. That way you start and end your day with gratitude and happiness. So basically, I've got you covered. Now, this ritual is called the mirror exercise. And I learned this ritual from a good friend named Tiffany Peterson. She's an amazing life coach and business coach. She's just remarkable. You definitely go check her out on YouTube or look her up online. And I began doing this ritual about a year ago after she taught it to me every single night, even when I wasn't feeling worthwhile or joyful, because sometimes you're heading to bed and maybe the day wasn't exactly the day that you wanted to have. And I'm so grateful that I'd done this ritual many, many times over the last year, because I know that a lot of us go to bed sometimes holding on to worries and feelings of unworthiness. And I felt like this ritual really kind of shut that down. Now, I love this evening ritual right before bed because it really does conclude each day with abundance, appreciation, and love. And it's a 3-minute exercise that is super powerful and transformative. Now, I recommend trying this ritual out for 30 days to experience some incredible changes in your mindset. I think you will be pleasantly surprised by the results. So here are the instructions for the mirror exercise ritual. First, you're going to find a mirror in your home somewhere. It could be in your bathroom, it could be your bedroom mirror, it could be your car mirror. You want to find a place that's private for this ritual because you're going to do some really big work. Now, the purpose of this ritual is to make eye contact with yourself in the mirror. So you're going to be looking directly at yourself as you do this. And you're going to do the next 3 things in the mirror in this order. And I'm going to break them down more specifically in just a minute. So number 1, you're going to declare your wins and accomplishments for the day. Number 2, you're going to state your affirmations. And number 3, and this has always been the most challenging for me, is you're going to look in the mirror. It's the last thing that you do. And you're going to tell yourself you love yourself. You're going to say, I love you. And I'll tell you what, in the first 10 days I did this, I would do my accomplishments and wins. I would say my affirmations and I would just run away from the mirror, literally run. But then I'd have to come back and I'd poke my head back over to the mirror and say, I love you. So as I have mentioned, I'm going to go into detail with this. So the first thing you want to do is, again, acknowledge your wins and accomplishments for the day. These can be big wins. These can be small wins. Each day, you make miracles happen for your family, for your business, for your company, whoever, whatever you're doing. Miracles are happening every day and you're making them happen. So I want you to take a moment and own those wins. Now, after you acknowledge your wins, you're going to declare your affirmations. And I've included some. I'm going to share some really quickly that you can begin to incorporate, but feel free to create your own affirmations that are true for you and your life. So I'm going to share with them really quickly. Here's some great affirmations. I am enough. I am beautiful. I am worthy and deserving. I am a loving and incredible woman and mom. If you are a mom, you can definitely add that. I trust myself. I allow myself the abundance I desire. I am a miracle worker. I am strong. I am happy and joyful. I am a powerful manifester. I was born to create my dreams. I am overflowing with joy. I radiate beauty, love, and grace. I am youthful and timeless. So those are just some affirmations to consider. Some of these I use every night. Some of these I don't, but I just wanted to share with you just to get an idea of what you can create. And then the last thing, after you say your affirmations, the last part again is ending by saying to yourself, I love you. And again, this only takes 3 minutes. It can be a little uncomfortable at first, but I promise you it's 100% worth it. And feel free to really step up the transformative game here by incorporating essential oils before you begin the ritual. Essential oils are beautiful for elevating this wonderful ritual. So these are my favorite oils to consider: jasmine, frankincense, bergamot, melissa, and ylang-ylang. And I actually have a mirror ritual blend that has worked wonders for me. So let me just share that with you. So again, I have it in a roller, and it is 10 drops of clary sage, 10 drops of lavender, and 10 drops of bergamot. Put them into the roller, top it off with a carrier oil, mix it up, and again, on the palm of your hands, on your wrist, on your temples, wherever feels really great and resonates with you. Palm and hands, because I want to breathe in those aromatic constituents, because I want to get all the benefit of that aromatherapy. So now that you have my 2 happiness rituals, I hope that you take the time to make happiness a practice for you, especially if you are struggling to find happiness in your life at the moment, because you deserve happiness. We all do. And happiness opens the floodgates for everything else wonderful in life. At least that's what I have found to be true. Now, if you would like a written copy of these rituals, these particular 2, I've written them out, and some of my other favorite self-care rituals surrounding powerful and effective morning and bedtime routines, head on over to the show notes and download my 11 wellness rituals. This is my self-care ritual guide that I love and I've been using for years. It has everything that you need, and you can find that again at drmariza.com/episode 21. Well, it was such a pleasure to be able to share these amazing rituals with you. I hope that you consider doing them. I just want to say thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you got some great value. And please take a moment and show your love by briefly rating and reviewing the Essentially You podcast on iTunes. Your quick review will help to spread the message to women ready to become CEOs of their own health. Well, until next time, have a wonderful and joyful day.